Alright, in order to go through the hard stages like level 30, you need to get the right build. For this specific level, we will focus on the gun build because those venom bees are horrible and they will wreck us. So I totally changed my electromagnetic to the gun build. I have a different video on the gun build somewhere here if you want to see the details. And I really tried to maximize my attack, my damage, and everything I can get. I also got some restoration skills here and fire damage for the fuel bomb, which we will obviously use. It's a lifesaver. So basically, those are the gems that we will use. That's what we have. Not the best layout that we can get, but that's what we get. And by the time when I completed the level, I actually had those cool mercenaries. We had the marksman and the legionary. I used those guys. I also had some basic vanguard skills, but those are common, so there is no point talking about that. And here is my recording of going through the level. So I played it on the phone and it required insane amount of retries. I think I did it maybe 40 times at least. But suddenly I got lucky with the upgrades and I did the right thing. So we are getting the drone here for additional DPS. We had the frost cannon that's slowing the enemies down as a first upgrade, and the second was fuel bomb, which actually is extremely important to get early on. Now we get the burning damage here because it will help us with the damage. Fuel bomb is the core in this level to destroy the melee enemies, and we will use the gun with the drone and probably tornado in order to get rid of those flying wasps. They are annoying. We will take cyclone cannon. Even though we can get lower cooldown on the fuel bomb, cyclone cannon will help a lot to soften up those goddamn bees. All right, for the next upgrade, we get the burning range. So now our fuel bomb is doing way better job here at taking out the enemies. And what's cool about that burning damage, that it totally decimates those turtles that are really tough. Yes, lizards are not so good, but they don't have that much health. Then we get additional fuel bomb. That's a very lucky upgrade, and that actually what allowed me to grow that fast, because as you can see right now, one fuel bomb insta-kills, well, not insta-kills, but over the duration of the skill, it kills turtles. So we can now throw it around and turtles will die, and by the time we defeat the first boss, we are good. Now I'm lowering the cooldown of the fire bombs as well, using some skills here and taking out the first boss without a really great improvement for the skills, but it's working okay so far. So now we have the fire bombs flying all around the battlefield, destroying the ground units. Now we need to deal with the goddamn flying bees that are annoying. Those guys, they can just decimate you if you let them accumulate and clump up next to your base. So here I took the stun so we can kind of get some AoE crowd control on them. So now we have the frost thingy, we have the drone with the stun. And the cool thing which I've noticed, my character still drops the fuel bombs even if there are no enemies next to it, if there are those bees nearby. So those fuel bombs will still fly towards the ground enemies and they won't reach us. So what do we do now? I'm trying to manually focus with the finger on the groups of enemies and take them out with our skills, but as you can see here, my health is dropping rapidly. With this upgrade, I'm getting the derived bullets, so we will have some AoE, and I am really stressed right now because I feel like I can die any second. I'm using my vanguard skills right now to do a bit more damage to those flying insects, but that's a problem. I'm taking a bit more damage to the gun, and as you can see right now, I almost cleared my front row from enemies. The cyclone cannon really helps me to get rid of them and push them forward. So what do we have right now? We have another boss coming up. We are not ready for that because our health is so low. I'm getting all bullets damage buff here, which is really good for both normal and derived bullets. Now, I still see that if the enemy will get too close and do several shots at me, it will be really hard for me to survive because my health pool is so low at this moment and the boss is really close, so I'm stressed. I think I took derived bullets again here, so now we have more reliable way of dealing with the flies. I'm kind of certain that it's going good right now, but I'm still afraid of the multiple bees going next to my base and shooting at me and still lowering the health. The cool thing that our upgrades for health will give us health boost when we will defeat the elite and when we level up. So we have some healing here. There we go. We just healed 600 something health. We had fire 1 extra time, and now we will get a range. Oh no, I took derived bullet damage here. That's curious. I thought that I took range for the cyclone cannon, but with those gun upgrades that we decided to take on right now, the enemies can't really get close anymore. The problem is that there are a lot of enemies. And yeah, it's really hard to get rid of them because right now, when there are no enemies next to us, our fuel bombs, they are not flying. When they are not flying, the enemies will keep coming and we will have to waste our precious ammo, well, I mean, shots from the gun, on the normal enemies instead of destroying the flying guys who are getting close and ranged. I'm actually trying to manually aim at them, and we don't need any more upgrades for our fuel bomb as well. And I'm trying to manually focus on the flying guys so they will not attack my fort. Otherwise, you can lose really fast here. And I'm barely making it. Take a look at the amount of enemies here. But finally, they get close enough for our fuel bombs to work again. So I'm shooting everything I have to lower their numbers and avoid extra damage. Here I'm getting, I think I got duration for freeze, yeah, so we can get a bit more crowd control. And yeah, that's how it is. It's kind of working, but it's so close, like so close to dying, to losing this. Now look at that. I'm like, I thought that I won this, but now my health is like pixel. It's so low. I'm getting duration for the cyclone cannon, and I really hope that it will spawn soon to take those guys away from my face. And it's spawning in the wrong place. I was really terrified that moment, but it still seems to be going well. Our gun damage really saved the day, and we removed most of the threats. And when the last bee falls, I feel really good because we managed to decimate the goddamn level 30, which was really hard. So yeah, now it's just a matter of time to clear the rest of those enemies, and let's go take a look at the damage. The gun managed to do 55k damage, fuel bomb 160k damage, and drone assault 62k damage. So it was a really good job. The moment when I completed the stage, I had 1560 combat power attack, so that's where I went through this level. And what's most importantly, it unlocked the new global rescue tier 3 for us, which will give us better gear. So yeah, basically, if you don't know how to beat the level, check out the enemies, check out their abilities so you can counter that. In the most scenarios, fuel bomb will be sufficient. Like here, this level can be finished, level 31, with the proper luck with the fuel bomb, all fire build in order to take out the tennis zombie players who will be in the back. But you will still need to do a lot of retries. My goal was to get through level 30 so I can do tier 3 global rescue. And yeah, in order to plow through more content, you will just need to get stronger and stronger, so increase your attack by all the means possible. I have several guides on the game already that describes the way how you can get better, the builds and tutorials. You can find them all in the playlist in the end of the video or in the video description and the pinned comment. And yeah, that's how you beat the game, how you win. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And Kosh out. Have a good one. Bye.